legendary. It's a legendary moment.
It's a legendary moment.
Get your back!
We're still at Secure the Bag with Liberty in it with you. My name is Thuso Motsomane and I'm here with Sebenzile. And Sebenzile, maybe tell people what you are about and what you do.
As you said, name is Sebenzile Ncgcobo, and I work in the marketing space within the FMCG industry. I currently look after the brands under the Monster Energy stable of brands. I particularly look after the brand Power Play, which champions and empowers young creatives here in South Africa. And then I also look after a brand called Predator Energy as well.
Speaking about Power Play, because I've been, especially I've grown up to hip hop. I've been a hip hop fan for a while, and as early as I can remember, one of the brands that have been in hip hop is Power Play. Even from when hip hop was not the thing, Power Play has always been around. The days of Thuso Motsomane, I still remember that in events, it's always been there and constant, especially like you're saying, empowering creatives. I want to know, why are you guys empowering young people or the underdog and being involved in things that they may look small? It might have looked small at the time, but now we see it hip hop, and Power Play has played a huge role in where SA hip hop is. What's the reasoning behind joining and partnering with young creatives?
I think for me, everybody has to start somewhere in life, and I believe in championing the underdog, giving the underdog spaces and platforms where they can get access, where they can grow, where they can hone in on their craft, where they can make something of themselves. But equally with that, we believe in empowering young people who are willing to put in the work.
Wow.
As brand, we come in and we're saying we are willing to give you a step up in the industry and help you to the best of our ability, and give you guys opportunities that you probably would have not gotten, but you also have to put in the work.
Okay.
And so we believe that obviously the youth is the future of the country, and investing in the youth means that there are platforms, and there's long-term sustainability within the creative space by empowering the young people of now, because they are the future of tomorrow.
Okay, I want to pick it up from one word that you say, putting in the work. Such a broad word. If I'm watching this at home, I'm thinking, even to me, what does putting in the work look like for Power Play? What do you mean when you say putting in the work?
It means, whatever creative discipline that you want to excel at, it means putting in the hours. It means grafting. It means educating yourself, teaching yourself. It means putting yourself in spaces that are uncomfortable but are going to push you to grow. It means you investing in your craft, you putting in work on your craft, and actually showing us that, you believe in yourself because you're investing in yourself. And that brand is just going to meet you halfway, just to give you that little nudge that will obviously, what we hope, propel you to bigger, greater heights. So it's literally putting in the work for us is putting in the hours, and putting in the hours can mean different things. Could be with your books and actually physically studying, or actively going out to get gigs. Even if there's 5 people performing, there's 5 people who are watching you perform, those are the hours that you're putting in to make sure that when you are ready for the big stages, you would have put in the hours to make sure that when you are performing to 10,000 people, you are actually ready for it because you've actually put in the hours.
Wow. Speaking about putting the hours, I think 2 weeks ago I attended SA's Most Wanted, the branch, and you were speaking. One of the things that you highlighted was unique selling proposition and purpose. I still remember it very clearly. And I want us to merge into putting in the work. How does putting in the work and those two things come together?
Okay. So your purpose is your reason for being right. So your purpose is what's going to drive you into whatever creative space or whatever space that you want to be great at. So understanding your why. Why do I want to be a DJ? Why do I want to be a dancer? Why do I want to work in corporate and not be a creative? You know what I mean? So your why is what kind of determines your purpose, right? And then value proposition for me is something that's so important, because right now, Sbaningi in this room, I always say, what is it that makes me stand out in a room when I'm with my peers? You know, what is it that, will make a person choose me over other people in the room when we're all actually got the same qualification, our CVs are the same. So what's that uniqueness about me that makes me stand out, that makes me special and makes me uniquely me? That's your value proposition, because it's the thing that you're bringing to the table that nobody else is, and that's what defines you from the crowd.
Wow, I like that, because that's the differentiating factor. That's what I get in terms of unique selling USP. Let me put it there. Hey, as was Nsavela, no
Unique selling proposition or your value
proposition. Yeah. So I'd just like to end it with, like, because our main target is young people, right? So if there's a young person sitting right next to us, what would you say to them in terms of maybe some of the mistakes that you made, that you're like, hey, avoid this and this and this and this and this?
You know what? Everybody's journey is unique and different. We're not all going to make the same mistakes. We're not all going to have the same successes. I think advice I'd give to young people is be kind to yourself. It's okay to fail, because you learn from failure. It is put in the work. The world doesn't owe you anything. The world owes you absolutely nothing. So put in the work, put yourself in spaces that are going to propel you and get you to your long-term vision. They're going to be a part of the journey that's going to allow you to reach your long-term vision, right? But more than anything, believe in yourself. The world is your oyster, and absolutely nothing is impossible, guys. Nothing is impossible, and just believe in yourself.
Thank you very much, Sebenzile, for coming. Really appreciate it. This was valuable. I know it's going to impact a lot of young people. And yeah, thank you very much. And to everyone who's watching, subscribe, tell your mama, tell your friends, tell everyone about Under Construction SA. I'll see you on the flip side.
It's a legendary moment.
It's a legendary moment.